Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's 1214 Epiphany Place and I am Epiphany 1214, and this reading is going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Check your natal chart to find out where Aquarius resides for you. Alright, let's see what's going on. Oh, and happy solar return, Aquarius. I hope this new year brings about abundance in all areas of your life. And I hope that for the majority of you guys, you stay out of your heads. Just stay out. Just stay out. Alright. Let's see here. And please be aware that I do shuffle until I'm told to stop shuffling. So if the shuffling gets on your nerves, no need to voice it in the comments. Just fast forward. Alrighty. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And that really was not directed towards you guys as far as Aquarius goes. But there have been people who've like left messages in the comments. Oh my God, the shuffling. Okay, this is how I channel. This is how I'm being shown things. So if it's something that you don't like, fast forward. It's okay. It's okay. So I'm not just saying that in your guys' video or whatever, but I'll be saying it in each video, which is going to be tiring. Very. Alright, Aquarius, let's see. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aquarius, let me channel inner Aquarian that is actually in my North Node. Aquarius, 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 Aquarius. Oh, okay. We've got something that kind of flew out here. We've got the Hermit card. Maybe you guys are dealing with a Virgo. Maybe you guys are searching for some enlightenment of some sort. Getting acquainted with your higher self, or at least getting used to listening to your higher self. As far as direction, which path you need to take. For some of you, there's a road ahead of you. I want to say that some of you are at a crossroads, and it's like there's a decision that you're going to have to make where it's going to be either you or another person. All I can say, as far as not based on what I'm seeing, but just advice, you have to love yourself first, because if you don't love yourself, how are you going to expect love to come in and love you equally? Okay. Let's see. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aquarius. Aquarius. What is going on with Aquarius for February? For the month of February. What is going on with Aquarius? There's something that you guys... you guys may have a friendship or some type of relationship with an earth sign. It may evolve into something more. It may happen like all of a sudden. And at that point, there's going to be a decision that you're going to have to make about this person. Definitely the lines of communication are open. But whatever this situation is, whatever breath, I'm getting breath, like you have to take a breath. I don't know what that means. Maybe you do. But you're going to have to like kind of make a choice or make a decision. For some of you, you might be watching this person's actions, and I think that's causing you to kind of like put the brakes on. For others, you may be detaching from someone. Maybe you're losing faith in the growth of the relationship. Maybe it's become stagnant. For some of you, maybe you're realizing that you have other options that are available to you as far as like a relationship, or this could be job oriented, but you're actually, whatever the situation is, you're realizing that you have other options, that you just don't have to settle for what's being presented to you. There's something that's coming in, and it's gonna make you like super happy. It's really gonna, like, you know, make your year. At this point, it's like some type of offer that's going to be made. And I want to say, with this offer, it's going to kind of show you that either this person or this business or whatever this is, that they value you. Okay. Some of you are going to be walking away from relationships, maybe from somebody who's really controlling. And this has probably been something that you've been thinking about for a while. I'm just feeling like between you and this other person, there's just been a lot of not seeing eye to eye, a lot of conflict. Maybe this person has been hiding things from you, maybe some financial responsibilities or obligations that you were unaware of. But you're kind of like stuck now. Not literally stuck, but you're kind of forced into making some type of decision. And I feel like you've been kind of putting it off. Maybe it has to do with marriage. For some of you, you will be getting married. Aww, that is so sweet. Okay. Oh, all right. Get one more. All right, Aquarius. What is going on with Aquarius? Your overall energy, the Two of Swords. So you guys are at a crossroads. You guys need to make a decision about something. It's like you know that you have to make this decision, and I want to say it's like a major decision, but you keep putting it back. You keep putting it. It's like every day you're faced to make a decision about a situation or a person, and you keep putting it off. You keep putting it off. It's like you don't want to make this decision right now. It's like, oh, maybe I'll do it tomorrow kind of thing. But let's see what the cards have to say. You have the Six of Swords, and this is in your recent past. Ooh, you got the Nine of Wands, the Four of Cups. In your present, the Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit. See, it was meant to be. It flipped out. Came out of the deck. The Ace of Cups, the Queen of Cups in your future, the Two of Cups. Wow, there's a lot of love here. And you have the Page of Swords. All right, just give me a moment. All right. Okay. So in your recent past, you have the Six of Swords. I want to say that you guys were kind of forced. I'm feeling forced. Not that you willingly went to this place. And when I say place, it's metaphorically speaking. But you guys were kind of put into this position, this space where you felt as though you had to protect everything. I want to say that it had to do with trust, having to do with another person, another situation. And it's like they were offering you parts of them, not the total package. And of course, this is not what you want. You want the whole thing. You don't want bits and pieces of a person. Who wants that? So that was in your recent past. Now, in your present, you have the Nine of Pentacles, where I want to say that you separated yourself from this person. For those of you who are married, I'm not seeing, as of yet, because we haven't clarified, I'm not seeing divorced, but I'm seeing that you've pretty much gone your own separate way, where you're kind of making yourself, you're building yourself. And that's with the Nine of Pentacles. With the Hermit card, it's like you're searching and you're seeking for answers within yourself. Like, how can I make myself better? How can I, you know, evolve, more or less? Because right next to the Hermit, we have the Ace of Cups. So it's about self-love. It's about loving yourself. It's about respecting yourself. It's about developing these boundaries that you're setting up so that when and if this person comes back, or you go back to them, or if someone brand new comes into your life, it's like you have this setup already. And it's like, this is what I want versus what I used to settle for. And I'm not settling anymore. That's the energy that I'm getting anyway. Now, before we go into your future, with the Nine of Wands, the Hermit, and the Two of Cups, with you having your guard up and protecting yourself at all costs, I mean, you've been hurt. You've been through it. You've been through it. They didn't like I like to say, they didn't like cut you down to the white meat. You know, it's like you're battered, you're bruised, and all this other stuff. And paying no attention to my cuticles. I wash my hands every day, all day long. But anyway, it's like within this search, within yourself, trying to evolve, trying to be a better person, trying to find peace within, you're still wanting this connection. For some of you, you may be thinking that this person is your soulmate. For others, you might be thinking it's your twin flame. For others of you, you may just want to kind of hold on. I want to get the sense that this person is like your best friend. They know you inside and out. You know them inside and out. And even though you've been through the storm and now you're working on yourself, it's like you still want to have this connection. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Now, it all depends on if that person wants the same of you. Because if they don't, and you're going to these extremes, then it's like uneven. It's not balanced. And I think if that's where you are right now, it's kind of messing with you. How could you? Do you not know who I am? I'm an Aquarius. What? Kind of thing. You know, you're missing out. What? Anyway, with going into your future, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Two of Cups, and we have the Page of Swords. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because you have love for this person. No matter how deeply they, hurt you, whether it's been definitely emotionally and verbally. For some of you, unfortunately, it has been physical. You definitely need to remove yourself from that situation, period. By no means should anyone ever result to putting their hands on you. If it's that type of situation, then you need to let that go. You don't need tarot cards to tell you that. You need to just leave that situation. You deserve better. You deserve more. Know that. All right. But going back into your reading, with the Queen of Cups, it's like you have been working on yourself. And I want to say that you kind of took the initiative. For those of you who are in a relationship, you guys kind of took it upon yourself. You took the initiative to work on yourself. Maybe your partner pointed out some things about you that you needed to change for the better, not to change you as a person, but for you guys to evolve together as a unit. And I want to say that you applied this, and you're finding self-love, and you're finding a new love with your mate, with this person that you're interested in, that you have a relationship with. But I think you're seeing things about the relationship that you don't agree with or you don't like anymore. During the process, though, you were all in for it. I think you went in with your head as far as, you know what? I'm going to work on me to make this relationship better. And if this person sees this, or that person was supposed to be working on themselves at the same time that you were working on yourself, it's like we're going to come together and we're going to be able to work out whatever situation or issues that we have. But during that process, the Queen of Cups is facing away from the Two of Cups, which is telling me that you're looking at the situation for what it is, and maybe you've outgrown this person. Um, I think that you're seeing yourself better without this person. And when I say better, I mean as far as mentally, emotionally, you're just feeling better without this person. Maybe they drain your energy. Maybe they stress you the fuck out. I don't know. But it's like you're kind of like taking into account like everything that you've been through with this relationship, and you're really like looking at it for what it is. And I mean, you can't do any better than that. That's what you're supposed to do in a relationship, especially if you're working on issues or situations that you have between you and another person, and it's causing friction and it's causing separation. You definitely want to do that to figure out if this is something that can be repairable, if it's you, if it's the other person, if it's you guys together, especially if you have kids involved, because you don't want them to grow up and thinking that a dysfunctional relationship is the norm, because then they'll grow up and they'll think, oh, this is how it's supposed to be. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll clarify this. What's going on with this Four of Cups? All right, so with the Four of Cups, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're kind of keeping your feelings to yourself about this whole thing. In the beginning, as far as you kind of moving forward and protecting yourself, and just kind of looking at the parts of the relationship that you don't want, and this person only offering parts of themselves to you. I want to say that you bit your tongue. You held strong in your position. This could have something to do with a Leo, a Virgo, a Gemini. It could have something to do with a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. But you held on to that position as far as, you know what, I'm going to work through this. Even though I don't like this, I don't like what's being offered to me. The way that I'm looking at the Four of Cups, it's like they've given you like all this bullshit, and now they're coming with new bullshit. And you're like, you know what? I'm just going to not say anything because I've said stuff before and they haven't changed and they're still bringing the same shit. But you are finding strength from within. Or you're keeping your feelings from a Leo, but you're finding strength from within. This could have something to do with a Scorpio. You're definitely going through some type of change right now, some type of metamorphosis. Maybe it has something to do with the new moon in Aquarius. But you're definitely trying to figure out what it is that you need to do. For some of you, you may cut off communication. You may not be talking as much as you were before. Ooh. Oh, yeah. I think you guys have totally like mentally checked out. You're probably still physically there, but I think you have mentally like checked out. This landed on its side. So it's like for certain things, you guys are using your intuition. It's like you know this person, you know their habits, you know what they're about, you know what they're going to do before they even do it. It's like you know what you need to do. I want to say this is like a mental game. And I hate saying that, but it's like mental chess. It's just a matter of somebody, you know, saying checkmate. But that could have happened with this tower moment. And now you're just kind of waiting. Again, I feel like you have mentally checked out. you have like removed your emotions. You've like totally removed your emotions from this situation. And I think that's what's making you stronger. Um, because, in love, we all become dumb. We do. We become dumb in love. We do. We can be the smartest person on earth. We can have book smarts. We can have street smarts. We can, commune with other people and learn other, cultures and everything else. But when it comes to love, we get dumb. We do some dumb stuff that we would never ever do, or nor would we suggest to our friends if they were going through the same type of situation. We just get dumb when it comes to love. And now it's like you're withdrawing, or you withdrew your emotions, mentally. You've like cut off from this person. I want to say that for the most part, for most of you, you're still physically there, but emotionally you have checked out. Maybe this person has sensed a change in you. Maybe. They might have come to you and said, hey, how come you're not talking to me like you normally do? We don't talk as much as we used to. Or why are you so short with me? One-worded answers, hey, you hungry? You want to go get something and, get something to eat? And it's like, no. It's like it's not like before you'd say, oh, I ate earlier. I'm not hungry right now. Maybe in a little bit. Oh, yeah, sure. Where you want to go? I want to try this nice little place down wherever. It's limited. It's like you have like cut this person off, but you're still physically there. It's like you're gathering your strength. Maybe you're getting ready to make some kind of move and you're guarded. All right, so what's going on with this high priestess? Yeah, see? Guarded. I want to say for some of you, you might be like saving some money. You might be like stashing some money for your big move, your big reveal. I think in that moment, I don't know, I just got a flash of like some of you guys like moving all the stuff out while this person is like gone to work or something. But yeah, you guys are definitely protecting yourselves. You're definitely protecting your mind. Your heart isn't in it anymore. But you're definitely protecting your assets. You're thinking logically. You're thinking practicality. You're preparing. You're preparing. All right, what's going on with this Ace of Cups? I think you guys realize since you did all this work on yourself, the self-love, for those of you who have raised your vibrations and you're like on a whole other level, it's like with this newfound love for yourself, it's like, and for some of you, you may have, found God. I don't know, but you definitely have found love. And you know what? It's kind of calming because even when I started the video, usually I feel myself being like really loud. But with you guys, I'm like almost talking in a falsetto where I'm like really soft. And I want to say that you guys are kind of at peace now with either the decision or decisions that you've come to terms with that you're going to make. It's like you're calm. You're not excited. You're not upset. You're not anything. You're not numb. You're not numb. It's like you're just going with the flow right now because you've put the work into yourself. And it's like you're realizing that you have so many opportunities and options, and not just with love, but with yourself. I think some of you have I want to say you woke up and you've discovered, you know what? Life is not over. This is not the ends all that be all. I've put energy into this relationship, and you know what? I've done enough of that. I have options. I can have a career. I can go to school. It's not just about this person, this situation, and kids, if you have kids. But it's now more about, you're focusing more on you and how you can develop and how you can grow. If it does also have to do with love, it's like maybe you're getting attention from other sources, but you're realizing that you are an Aquarius. And this is the age of Aquarius. And it's like, look at me. But not in an egotistical way. It's more like, I did the work. It's like if you gained weight and you went on a diet and you started working out and you went to the gym diligently and you were working out and you like got toned up and just shaped up and you lost all that, and now you got to buy a whole new wardrobe. It's like that. Look at me. I am an Aquarius, damn it. Have you not met me? It's like one of those. It's a great feeling of, it's like confidence. Not saying that you didn't have that confidence before. Maybe some of you fell into a slump where you may not have cared about your appearance so much. But I mean, that's a fine line. But it's like, now it's like you look into the mirror and it's like you see this whole new person. And it's like, huh, look at me. Goddamn. Hey. It's like one of those things. It's like you're realizing who you are, your energy, what you can bring to the damn table. Have you not met me? Have you not met me? I think that's what we're going to call this. Have you not met me? But, I mean, through this whole process, it's like, you met you. You figured out who you were. You figured out who you wanted to be. You figured out who you needed, or who you needed to become, who you're becoming. And it's like this realization that wow. It's like you're it's as if you were living for somebody else. And now, with the Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Ace of Cups, and the Seven of Cups, it's like now you're living for yourself. That is amazing. That is amazing. You are living for yourself now. Even though, some of you guys may be taking care of your parents. Some of you guys have kids. But during this process, it started off, let's work on this relationship. But somewhere along the lines, you found out that you were more important. I think going back to the Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups, you do care about this person. This person, I want to say that you guys have probably been with each other for a while and you know this person. But I want to say that for some of you, you're going to be turning your back on this relationship. You're going to be turning your back on this friendship because it's one-sided. I want to say that you've been kind of watching. As you've been working on yourself, you've been watching the other person to see if they've been working on themselves as well. Wow. Wow. All right. Can we clarify these options here? The Seven of Cups. Okay. So you're investing in you. Even though this is the Ten of Cups, excuse me, and it has to deal with family, but when you think about lineage, you have to make sure that you are healthy in order to leave a lineage. You get what I'm saying? And I want to say that you are investing in home. You're investing in yourself. You're investing in what matters most to you, whatever you have in your core. You know, you have your core group of people, but you have your core, where you live, where you do everything. It's like your home base, and it's like you're investing in that. Things are going your way. Things are going your way. It's like once you started investing in yourself and in your core, and you stopped extending yourself to outer influences, let's say, and you started to bring it on home, you brought it on in, your things just started to click. Like things just kind of fell into place, where before you may have been worried about certain situations, but once you started working on yourself and putting your energy into yourself, things just kind of clicked. They just went into place. And as I'm saying that, I just noticed that we have the Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck, and that's about harmony. That's about being in sync. That's like being just at peace and just, having that moment. You know what I mean? Let's clarify the Page of Swords. All right, so with the Page of Swords, you have the Ace of Swords, and you have the Knight of Cups. So with this whole situation, with the Queen of Cups, okay, and for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, majority of you, you guys are like, I want to say, since you have this taste of your newfound freedom, and you're coming into who you are, and it feels good, it feels sexy, it feels nice, it's energetic, it's like whoo kind of thing, you know what I mean? It's like as you're coming into that and you're watching your friendship, your relationship, whatever this union is that you have between you and this other person, it's like now you're wanting to speak truth. After watching, after possibly like trimming away whatever you need to trim away, as far as taking off the rose-colored glasses, because maybe some of you had to convince yourself during this relationship, well, I'm in it because of this, and I'm in it because of that, and because of this, this is why I do. It's like now it's like, you know what? No, I'm not here because of that. I don't need to be here because of that. I can do that on my own. I can do this and I can do that, and I'm strong. I'm strong because I've changed. Awesome. And now you're offering. No, you're not offering. Let me change that. It's as if you're inviting this person to join you. Either you can come along with me, or you can be left behind. But I'm not reverting back to who I once was. Oh, man. Wow. They may shape up and join you. It may have something to do with the Gemini. Then we have the Page of Cups in reverse, and we have the Justice card in reverse. I want to say that maybe this person is feeling as though what you're offering them or what you're presenting to them is unfair. That maybe because of all the time that you guys have spent together, they might even have like this ego thing where it's like, well, if it wasn't for me and I did this and I did that, and while you were doing this, I was the sole provider, kind of throwing like shade, like throwing stuff up in your face. Like there could have been a situation where you were out of work and you had absolutely no control over it, and they're like throwing it up in your face. Well, while you were not working, I was doing this, and that's not fair, and how you want me to change, and I don't need to change, and I'm fine just the way I am. It's like they're being stubborn, they're being stuck in that. I want to say that they tried to change, but it was easier to revert back to who they are, instead of putting forth the effort and becoming who they're meant to be, who you see them to be, who you fell in love with, the potential. Yeah. Clarify the page. Didn't flip it. Clarify the page of wands. Yeah, so with this page of wands, with this whole idea of kind of reinventing yourselves, working on yourselves, I think in this moment you realize that this person wasn't working on themselves at all, that they probably lied to you about the whole damn thing. Yeah, I'm working on me. Yeah, I'm going to counseling. Yeah, I'm doing this. And yeah, I'm trying to be better. And I think that you're just realizing possibly the idea that you had of this person was basically a lie. I want to say that we do that sometimes. Again, when in love, we get dumb. It's like we see this person, flaws and all, and it's like when we're infatuated or when we first fall in love, we look at our counterpart as, and I don't want to say perfect, but we look at that person as, oh yeah, they have a couple of flaws, but you know what? It's okay because he's got so many or she's got so many other qualities that I absolutely love and I absolutely adore, and we're totally compatible. And it's like you're realizing that you met their representative, and it's like, well, fuck, I didn't sign up to meet your representative. I thought I was like getting to know you. So in that moment, with this person possibly complaining, um, I think you're realizing that, you know, you've been lying to yourself the whole time that this could possibly work out. For others, if you are married, you may be seeking a divorce. You may have offered this to that person and they've rejected it, where it's like now they're trying to, oh no, no, wait, we don't have to do that. I'll change, I'll do this, I'll do that. And you know, it's like, no. I think, hang on, let me get one more card. Clarify the page of pentacles. Yeah, you've been patiently waiting for this person to change, and you're now telling them about all the bullshit that you've put up with. It's like now you're here, you were holding it in. You were going through the motions. If you were a soccer mom, you were taking the kids to soccer practice. If you were a soccer dad, you was taking the kids to soccer practice. You see what I'm saying? It's like you were just kind of going through the motions. And it's like, you know what? One day I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna, And you started building these walls. But as soon as you started working on yourself, damn, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Oh my God, that is beautiful. As soon as you started working on yourself, everything became clear. Everything became clear. Within your relationship, everything became clear. You knew what you could deal with. You knew what you couldn't deal with. You still care about this person as a person. But as far as being in that relationship, you're not wanting the same things because you're not in the same place anymore. You're owning your truth. You're speaking your truth. You're even inviting this person to join you. Look, I did the work. I did the work. And I love me.